Well, hello guys. So this is the second videos of my versus series. In this series, we compare different fantasy series, and today we are going to compare Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Naruto. So let's start with the story. In Full Metal Alchemist, we follow the story of two brothers, Edward and Alfonso. Both lost their mother at a very young age and tried to bring her back from the dead. However, they encountered the god or protector of the rules of nature, who punished them for meddling with these rules by taking Edward's leg and Alfonso's body. Alfonso was now human in mind but hollow on the outside. They embarked on a journey to regain Alfonso's body and Edward's leg. Throughout this journey, we learned about the extremism of any ideology. We saw criticism of blindly following religion as well as blindly following science without any morality. It's a compelling story filled with themes and philosophies that we will discuss further later on. Coming on to Naruto, Naruto shows us the horrors of the war and suffering of people because of it. We follow our characters who are the victims of war fueled by hate as they try to achieve peace. Every character in Naruto strives to attain peace in their own twisted version. I have a video about all of their goals, you can check it out. Out of all of them, of course, our main character had the most noble approach. He did it while ensuring that no person would be hurt or live a hellish life. Every character in Naruto took controversial steps that can be debated, and that's the story of Naruto. Both stories are good and have interesting mysteries and themes, so this point goes to both of them. The next is male characters. Now, Fullmetal Alchemist has a great male cast, and Scar is one of the best characters in fantasy. Scar has the best revenge arc I have ever seen in anime manga. Yes, it's better than even Guts' arc for now, as Guts' stories is not finished while Scar's story has a satisfying end. Scar saw his race getting wiped out by alchemists, so he wanted revenge against them and their whole empire or country. Many people didn't know what they were doing, even the alchemists didn't know. Now it's up to the audience to think about whether an army should be guilty for war crimes or if only the leader should be. One could claim that soldiers don't know any better and are just following their leader, so they should be spared. However, one can also argue that soldiers can still logically analyze the situation and figure out when it's going too far. So on this journey, Scar killed some innocents as everyone was guilty in his eyes. However, he soon realized his mistake when he came to understand that he had killed innocent people and destroyed lives. This changed him. He reconsidered his ways of revenge, joined forces with alchemist soldiers, and defeated the government. By the end, he even used alchemy himself. Finally, he killed the person who ordered his people's massacre. After that, he focused on the present and rebuilt his community. Edward was also great as he learned to accept and endure pain, dark events, and strive to do better. He understood Scar's situation, didn't sacrifice his dreams like the main villain, worked hard for his aspirations, and became a better person. Even when he finally won, he lost his ability to perform alchemy. There is a lot to talk about, and I will make a separate video on this. In the end, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood had a great male cast. Now coming on to Naruto, the male cast is Naruto's greatest strength. Naruto has some of the best male characters such as Naruto, Madara, Pain, Sasuke and more. Every male character tried to achieve peace in their own twisted way, which made their characters very interesting. I have a video on each of them, you can check them out. I don't have one on Sasuke, so let's talk about him. Sasuke at first wanted revenge on his brother for killing his entire clan. I really liked that part of his character where he had to choose between his goal and his friends. He shared a bond with Naruto because he was the only one who could feel his trauma and loneliness. The Naruto-Sasuke dynamic was one of the best parts of the series. We saw him changing sides and joining hands with the enemy to get stronger. Though this didn't go far, as we saw he just killed Orochimaru and nothing significant happened. The next part is where he learned about his brother's backstory and why he killed his family. And this was where the problem started. Now I had no problem with Sasuke, but I had a lot of problems with Itachi. The fact that this show glorified what Itachi did was such a bad message. He could have just killed the coup members and become the common enemy for both sides, or could have just taken his brother away and flown somewhere else. But he wiped out an entire race, including innocents who weren't part of the coup. He even murdered his own lover who had nothing to do with it. This is easily the worst part of Naruto series, and that's why later on, Sasuke's revenge for his people against the village makes sense, but not his admiration for his stupid brother. That's why his decision to become a common enemy at the end, like Eren and Lelouch, wasn't that effective, but it was fine. But excluding Itachi, everyone was good. So this point also goes to both of them. Next we have female characters. Now I made female characters a separate section because when we talk about Naruto we have to do it. Naruto has a problem when it comes to female characters. and even their fans agree with this. Many female characters in the series are very shallow and their world revolves around men, especially Sasuke. They appear as jokes instead of fully developed characters. Female characters should have had other aspects to their personalities. Karen is a great example of that. We know she went through some serious trauma because of her healing factors, but her character was just obsessed with Sasuke and that's it. Even Hinata didn't feel real as her character didn't have much to offer except being Naruto's lover. The only good female character in the show was Tsunade. She had traumas, overcome them, and worked for the village. She isn't that great, but she is good. Other than that, Sakura, Ino, Hinata, Kushina, and Karin were poorly developed, weird, and wasted. Now, Fullmetal also doesn't have a great female cast, but they are fine. All of them are just fine. They don't have great arcs, but they aren't bad either. So, this point also goes to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, let's come to world building. Now, both series didn't focus much on world building as they were more about their themes and philosophies. They both have fine world building, but we didn't get to explore their worlds much. Their lore was just also good but not great. So this point also goes to both of them. Now coming on to the final part, themes and philosophies. Now Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood has many themes such as war, revenge, obsession, endurance, the revenge cycle, redemption, religion, science, not depending too much on one idea or way of life, and more. The main philosophy of Fullmetal is that one shouldn't depend too much on any ideology, whether it be science or religion. In the show, we see people going extremes in both. In the early episodes, we witnessed a city being manipulated by a priest because they believed in religion too much. Some followed blindly due to the indoctrination, while others did as a cope for their traumas. Then we saw alchemists who regarded people as mere parts of an experiment. They lived by a philosophy that in order to achieve something, one must sacrifice equally. Thus, they viewed other lives as a means to achieve the greater good to get closer to the god. Extremes on either side is bad. Coming on to Naruto, Naruto also has great themes like hard work, PTSD, the horrors of war, the revenge cycle, forgiveness, breaking the cycle, the importance of dreams, oppression, prejudice, and many more. The core message of Naruto is not to give in to your pain and trauma, endure it, understand the situation, and try to create a better future by forgiving and ending the cycle of hate and revenge. It also advises against taking a destructive path to peace. Now both have great themes and philosophies, but Naruto also has Itachi. And glorifying Itachi and his actions just can't be ignored. It's a very bad and awful message. Fullmetal has great messages but not a bad one, while Naruto has this one bad message, which is a huge problem in the show. Not to mention the female cast and the insane amount of rushed redemption for every villain, what people call talk no jutsu. This is a valid criticism, though they like it when other main characters do it. So, because of Itachi and the female cast, mainly Itachi, I will give this point to Fullmetal Brotherhood. So in the end, it's Fullmetal 5 and Naruto 3. So Fullmetal Brotherhood anime is overall better. To be honest, the only reason I like Fullmetal more than Naruto is Itachi. I would have liked Naruto more and it would have been in my top 5 if it weren't for Itachi. Naruto has great peaks and with some changes it could become one of the best, but for now it isn't. So tell me your thoughts in the comments.